Hi, I'm Vicki Zambito from our communications team, and I'm here today with Brian McDonough, our Vice President of Sales for our education segment. Welcome, Brian.
Hello, Vicki. How are you doing today?
I'm great. It's a Tuesday, right? It's a great
It's a
day.
Tuesday in the summer. There's a heat dome out there in the Philadelphia area, but it's fantastic to speak to you today.
So where are you talking to us from right now?
The greater Philadelphia area. So I live in a place, Havertown, which is, we affectionately call it Delco, and it's Delaware County, right near Villanova, right outside of Philadelphia. And I spent a lot of time though, half the month in Cincinnati as well. That's where our education office is headquartered at.
What's your favorite thing about Cincinnati?
Besides the people I get to work with there, I do like the Oktoberfest. The Oktoberfest is a really fun festival there, which I learned is the second largest Oktoberfest outside of Munich, Germany. So
Really?
A little fun fact there. Also attending Reds games when I'm in town, but it's really the people I get to interact with there.
Yeah, the team in Cincinnati is awesome. So you're the head of sales for our education segment.
Yep.
What is a day like for you as the sales leader?
First, there's no normal single day out there. Every day is different. But if I had to really put together a normal day, it does include in the very beginning, usually some meetings with my team. If it's my management team or some independent groups under me, who I partner with. And then it's usually customer meetings throughout the day. You know what? There's a lot of meetings. There's a lot of interactions that are happening. My favorite ones though are ones with customers. And they're the ones that are most rewarding. And so you think about the day, we do some one-on-ones, we do some group meetings, some customer interactions out there. But the one core element, it's about interacting with your customers, your friends, and your colleagues.
I love the word interaction. Some people lament meetings, and there are meetings out there that could have been an email, right?
Yeah.
But there are plenty of meetings that bring a lot of value and give you the opportunity to connect with other people. So they shouldn't be written off completely.
No. It's just a lot of interactions. What I don't have is a lot of free time. Anyone who'll attest, you'll hear me. My schedule always has a lot of those red marks in the team's environment.
Yeah.
But that's the way I like it.
It makes the day go fast, right? It's not boring.
Exactly.
So what was your first job, even as early as high school?
I started out at as a cashier in a pharmacy at a place called Mel's Drug World, and I worked there throughout all high school. Ever since I could get working papers, back in the day. I think I was like 15 or 14. I worked through my whole high school, and really thankful for that opportunity. And then from there, went to college, worked sometimes up to 3 jobs in college.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just gotta keep busy, right?
Yeah, it sounds like you're a hard worker. So why don't you, when you're not working, I imagine you spend time with your family. Can you tell us about them?
Yes. Okay. So here it is. I have a wide spread in terms of kids. My oldest is 24. I have a 7th grader and an 8th grader. So my oldest is Mia. I have a 7th grader and an 8th grader, 2 boys, Ty and Brody. And then my youngest is 2 years old. That's right. 24, 7th grader, 8th grader, and 2. I got remarried to my beautiful wife, Ola. Probably, a number of years ago.
I did not know that about you. I did not know that spread. So what's the hardest thing about that spread between your kids' age?
You know what? I don't see it necessarily being hard, but there's just separate conversations. I know I'm never going to be that dad. I was the young dad at one point, but now I'll be the old dad. So that's tough. Everyone is special in its own way. Has some challenges, some other different opportunities.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing about life. It's not boring.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like it. So what are your hobbies? Like, what do you do together with your family, or what do you do when you have a free moment to yourself, if you ever do?
There's a lot of at this point, a lot of sports, especially for my 7th and 8th grader. And I've had the opportunity throughout. Now they're both in, like, say, 7th and 8th grade. Ever since first grade, I've participated in coaching, and you name the sport. There's usually two seasons of soccer, 2 seasons of baseball, football, and basketball. Although I've been starting to track back to only having like 1 season of basketball or baseball, but I'm almost all wrapped up with that now. Now they're getting the age where it's a little older.
Were you athletic in school? Did you play sports?
Yeah, but I was super small. My son, my oldest son, he's more following in my footsteps. Like, I didn't start to get big until I graduated high school at 5'7", 130 pounds.
Okay.
I got to college. By the time I was done my freshman year, I was 6 foot, 180. So like I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
But sports, I played, traditional school, like football, basketball, but I also was a boxer. So I boxed all in high school and then in college a little bit.
How'd you get into boxing?
You know what? I had 3 older sisters and I was the only boy. So I had to learn
yourself?
I had to defend myself somehow. No, it just so happened that there was a gym and it was a great way to stay in shape. And I did that.
Do you still box today?
No, I hung up those gloves many years ago. Actually, in college, and I was like, yeah, it's probably not the best thing for me.
So when you're not doing sports, do you like music or movies or streaming? What is like where you relax, where you actually sit down and relax?
Well, besides the time where we're chasing around a 2-year-old, I think we all know those feelings.
You're right, 2-year-old.
We got that in. But we're just about getting out of it. I think my passion would be travel.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact. I've been to every state and province in Canada, with the exception of West Virginia. I've been to a college and university and spent a night. So just to give you a little background, I've done a lot of traveling in my career. And the only place I haven't been is West Virginia, which ironically is where my daughter graduated from. But COVID hit during that whole period. She was down there and then she went online. But that's on the bucket list.
West Virginia is on the bucket list. What about out of the country? What's a place you would like to visit but have not gotten there yet?
Great question. The world is big. I've been to Asia. I think I would like to go back to Europe with my wife. I think that would be and children too. It would be fun. Maybe ski in the Alps. Do something a little something fun.
Yeah, that does sound fun. So if you weren't in sales, what other job would you have?
Probably more anything related to process. As it may be a little surprise to folks, who don't know me, I'm very data driven. So I always think about anything about efficiency and effectiveness. That's what drives me. So I'm definitely more of a process person. So, I would definitely see probably in business and maybe anything around efficiency.
Okay.
Or who knows, maybe an Uber driver. I'm in Uber a lot, so I get to talk to a lot of different Uber drivers. So
maybe you could drive to West Virginia and get that.
Maybe, you never know.
Get that off your bucket list. All right, so now it's time for our lightning round of this or that question. So, Are you ready? Do you need to
I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready. Okay.
Okay. Summer Olympics, swimming or track?
Track.
Nikes or Vans?
Nikes.
Ocean or lake?
Ocean.
Maverick or Iceman?
Tough one, Goose. I'll go with Iceman.
Window or aisle seat?
Oh, definitely aisle.
Pineapple on your pizza or no way?
No way.
Guitar riff or drum solo?
Sean, I know you're out there. Drum solo.
Pitcher or catcher?
Pitcher.
And the last question, everyone gets this, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
I'm still looking for that cat person, man.
They'll be out there.
Yeah, I know they are. So Brian, I wish we could bottle your energy and enthusiasm. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you have a great day.
Vicki, thanks for letting me participate, and let's go.